Hello, everyone, and TGIF or Happy Friday. Um, I'm your host, Shayrenee, and welcome back to episode 5 of the Indie Spotlight. And I have two special guests on tonight. The first guest, or interview number 1, is with Goodkat Productions, and the second interview is with Hidden Vision Media. Now, we all know that I give about a 10-minute intro about what I do and just like what the show or what the vlogcast is about. Okay. So I have a lot to say, so just bear with me. Okay. So the Indie Spotlight, it focuses on local businesses, independent businesses, small or large, musicians, rappers, creators, influencers, you name it, we'll interview you. I know how hard it is for great local businesses and small businesses and people just starting up everything, how hard it is for them to be seen because social media is such a big place, a very important place, but a huge place. So I wanted to tell everybody I have really great news. It's been a busy Friday, so give me a little time to, get a little energy. But it's been very good. I'm happy to tell everybody that the Indie Spotlight is booked for March, fully booked for March, and fully booked for April, and it is fully booked for May. I just want to say thank you to everybody who, a couple of people reached out to me, and the people that I reached out to. I have some great guests coming up, and I have great guests coming on tonight. And if you want to get in touch with me and you want to be on, just let me know. I'll work out whatever type of time, what type of day that you want to be on, and I'm really excited about this. So let me see. I'm getting ready to add something to my bio, or something to my Instagram profile, because I've been using Instagram really heavy lately, and for everybody to be able to get in contact with me and everything like that, because we all know that a lot of social media platforms, I'm just going to lean back on Teddy, on the bear, a lot of social media platforms die, and we don't want to lose our contacts. Okay, we don't want to lose our contacts, so I'm going to try to have some more facets and ways for people to contact me. So I'm doing a lot of stuff by myself, so it might take me a little bit of time, but I try to be really on time with stuff like that. Goodkat, if you're in here and if you would you like to start your interview with me early? Because I know I sit at 7:10 p.m. what usually happens, but for some reason I end up talking really fast and being there. So if you want to start early, we can start early. If you don't want to, that's fine too. I'll just talk to some people. How you doing? Roro Haitian Promo Official. How are you? If anybody wanted to ask me any music questions, you know that I'm an aspiring. Oh, sure. Great. Okay, good. Cool. We'll talk about all that later. I'm going to start the interview with Goodkat Productions, so I'm pretty excited. So let's invite. Okay. I know I'm requesting to join, I think. Um, Hang on, we're telling more house. I'm trying to make sure that am I inviting you guys? It says go live with you. Go live. Oh, it says you guys are unable to join me. I'm trying to find out why. go live in a room. Anyone who can see this person's live video will be able to watch this video too. Oh, okay. I see. It says, so this is to Goodkat, Tamara, and Tyler. It says that you would need the latest version of Instagram. I'm not sure why it's saying that, but oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, there we go.
All
Hi, how you doing?
right.
Hey, how you guys?
Hey,
Hey,
How
how's
you
it
been?
going?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. It
I'm
has.
excited to
COVID,
see you
man.
guys.
It's for real.
Yeah, yeah. How you guys been doing?
Pretty good. Hanging in there as best we can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
hanging for the ride.
Um,
Mhm.
I'm trying to see. Let me make sure I have that. Make sure that's recording. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so the first question I have some questions I want to ask you guys,
Sure.
and you said you guys were doing okay, making it. Same. How did you come up with the name of your company?
Goodkat Productions. Well, it's kind of like from that one movie, Lucky Number 11. The one character is
Yeah.
Mr. Goodkat, but more than that, I was doing a project at CCP, for Paul's music business class, and
Mm.
we had to come up with a company, and I was like, Mr. Goodkat Productions, and it kind of, it stuck. We liked it, so
Yeah,
yeah,
morphed to Goodkat Productions, and
yeah, changed into that, and it's our thing. So yeah,
we
it
like
just felt
cats.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Great,
Our
great.
three cats, our three boys. So
Yeah. Very sweet voice. Um, what area are you from, or both of you from? You can
yeah.
We are both from Delco.
Yeah.
We
tell.
are.
Okay.
Well, I was born in Philadelphia, um, and I moved around a little bit, but all in the Delco, Philadelphia area. So
Yeah.
I'm up to home number 18, I think. But
I like Delco though. I like Delco
it's
stuff.
all in the Philly area. Yeah.
um, what inspired you to make your company? Like, what inspired you to make your company? What made you make it?
Well, really, it comes from wanting to help people and wanting to record music. I started recording music with my own bands um, 10, 11, 12 years ago, something like that. And I always really enjoyed that part of the process and sculpting sound and, making things like that. So, pursuing that in my education, becoming an audio engineer, and then, the next step is just put a studio together and start getting people in and making some music. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I don't. I think it's like in 2009. I worked with you guys, and I'm just here to tell like my crowd there is a difference from working in a studio with a professional setting and who's very good like with time management. And Good Cat Production is very good with time management. It's a very professional setting, and I had a lot of peace because I've been in other settings and it wasn't like that. It
Oh, I
wasn't.
appreciate that.
Thank
It
you.
wasn't.
Yeah, coming
Yeah.
coming from a world where like we were both artists and we recorded music together with one of our bands and
Hmm.
having that experience as an artist, we wanted to make it easy for the artists. We want to take away some of the headaches. Always try to explain and be real upfront about our pricing and about the time management, like you said, and like how things are gonna go. And I always try to work with the artists and get them the music that they want to be making. So it's really
Yeah.
important for me that the artist is at the center and it's easy for them.
I'm glad like you brought that up because like if you're an artist, like both you and Mara are artists, or you had a band
Hmm.
before and you guys performed live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's different when when I go into like a company and someone wasn't an artist before, so they don't know how it is from both sides. Like when you know how it is from both
Yeah.
sides, you know how the person that comes in feel, and you know how like they would want they work or what they were looking for, or what you looked for but you didn't have, or
Hmm.
what you wish you would have had when you were doing it. So that is a good element. Um, what type of services do you provide?
Well, we obviously the recording,
Hmm.
that's mixing, mastering,
Hmm.
um,
Recording, mixing, mastering, all that stuff. Also, because of COVID, I've started offering other services to people online. Trying to
Oh,
help
okay.
people with their own setups. If you can't come record with me, I can help you get the best sound you can at your home. Your home studio. Um, so I've also been supporting artists that way, doing things remotely with them.
like real DIY too. I mean, you don't have to have a professional setup to get a decent sound, and so he
Yeah.
started doing these consultations to help
Mhm.
people do get the best sound with what they have,
Yeah, just like kind
at
of like,
home.
okay, now move over here and put the blankets behind you, and then you'll be all right. Work with what you got. That's always been my motto. Just do the best you can with what you got.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to like, get in contact with you guys again and, learn how to like record and stuff from home so that I can have some things.
Yeah, let's
So
set
I
that.
can be able to keep a record of ideas and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what
Uh,
I think is so important. For me as a when I was just starting to be writing music, I was able to record everything, and it's so gratifying to be able to hear your songs right away, and then get
yeah.
some instant feedback and like, oh, cool, this is really cool. This part, not so much. We got to work on that. And that was really helpful for me. So that's the reason why I want to keep my prices so low is so that everybody can get that experience of really having their songs and then get that feedback right away and keep growing as an artist.
Yes, indeed. Where can people like find like your products and find you from like and find like your stuff from? Because I noticed that like when I ask artists or this is the first time actually having like a production company. So, this is a little special to see it from like the production company side.
All right.
Is people don't what is it like people don't really know like how much time someone actually puts into this and that how good the price they're getting for what they're doing. They
Yeah,
don't like
that's something you don't learn until you go to a big studio and you spend way too much money.
yeah.
Or yeah,
Where
yeah,
they really
absolutely.
charge you for all those hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they charge you for all those hours. So where can people find like your like where can they find like your website and stuff like that? Maybe like your Instagram, your Facebook, if you have YouTube or anything like that.
So we have everything. SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Our website is tree-house-studios.com.
I'll type that in.
I'll type it in.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can type that in. I don't know why I don't you can type whatever you want to type in underneath there. You can type in where everybody can find all your products and stuff like that from. Because like out of the four songs that I actually recorded, the two songs those are like the best two songs out of the four songs I made that was recorded, edited, mixed, mastered, and everything like that.
Oh, thank you. That means so
Oh.
much.
It really was.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Here,
Yeah.
so okay, so Treehouse Studios is where everybody can find. What can they find there?
Yeah.
That's the website. It gives you a little overview of everything.
That's like our central hub. So it's got connections. It's got links to our Facebook, our YouTube, Instagram, and SoundCloud.
Oh, okay, okay. Good,
SoundCloud, you can find a
good.
lot of our music on there. Mhm.
So if you go there to link you like a link tree to
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I noticed like how hard it is for like people to like oversee you if it's too hard for them to
Find you.
if it's too hard like I guess Google made the world like that. Like you can find
Yeah.
everything instant.
Hmm.
What advice would you give to an up and coming like production company, auto engineer, or a person in the music business, or wanting to start their own business or their own production company?
Hmm.
Well, one thing I'd say is definitely keep with it. Doing anything as an entrepreneur, especially in the music business, you're going to have friends, family sometimes even come down at you about trying to pursue your dreams or even, and that's sad and not and demoralizing. So keeping your motivation alive, keeping you trying new things, trying to expand yourself, stretch yourself. We had a lot of artists in the beginning. We had a couple hip hop artists that came to us, and that stretched us. We never recorded hip hop, so we did that. Every new type of music, yeah,
piano music.
Every new thing kind of stretched us, and that's a good thing. So finding ways to
try new things and just keep trying.
Just keep.
Find mentors in that field too. And Philly has a lot of small business free stuff. Even CCP has a lot of
great resources, classes and workshops.
What's it called? It's a small business
the
Power Up program at CCP. They have all of these workshops for small businesses and stuff. Try to find free workshops, anything where you can get information for free, where they're actively trying to help people. That's a good thing. And there's a lot of that in the city. So you just have to find it.
And one thing I would say for producers or artists out there, is try different things in the music world, right? Because I don't know, I started out, I wanted to be Elvis. I wanted to be, front and center on the stage.
Yeah, that's pretty,
But that was a long time ago, and I've learned that that's not really the best place for me. I'm a technical guy, so doing the recording and everything, this is my wheelhouse. This is how I can help other people make music. So try different things and explore the music industry and find what's right for you. Find the spot where you can.
That is so true, because I did the same thing. I wanted to be, performing all this stuff, but I found I'd rather help people find their own voice than put myself out there, as I get older. So keep exploring.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if you were okay.
Keep going.
I just didn't. For me, the biggest part of advice that I could tell someone is, like you were saying, there's many facets to music, or in fact to any business. What I want to say, be a jack of all trades and maybe a master of one or two. Because if you know how to do everything on just a very basic level, you'll cut down costs, employees, and everything else. Because when you're an entrepreneur, your business is open 24 hours a day. Like someone was saying that it was a motivational speaker or something. It's open 24 hours all the time. Do you have any products for sale or any sales going on for whatever you're doing, or
no merch or product? We do have some free, you want to talk about that? Talk about the consultation a little bit.
So we talked about the consultation. I'm doing free home studio consultations. So if you're recording at home or something, you can hit us up. I think you can schedule on Facebook, or just hit us up on Instagram or the website. It all comes to us, and I'll do free 30-minute Zoom call with you, where you can show me your space and what you got, and I can give you the best advice, how to get the most out of your stuff, or how to if you do have a little bit of a budget and you want some advice on what kind of interface should I buy, what kind of microphone should I buy, I'd be happy to help you with that. So and it's totally free, no commitments, nothing. 30-minute chat with me.
You have that free 30-minute auto engineer consultant session.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all that y'all should be getting on that, because I wish I knew more about audio engineering. I just don't have. I did it before, but I just was I'd rather pay somebody to do this.
I know, right? We all figure
so
out
tiresome.
What's nice. I do that stuff. I'm I want to be the one doing that. It's do I want to be the one writing the contracts? No, I don't want to be that guy. The advertising, I couldn't be doing what you're doing, Shay, interviewing people. That's not for me. But I'm happy to be here and to help people how I can.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask that, due to COVID-19 shutdowns, where do you think the future of the live music or music production is going?
Well, we've seen it a little bit already. In the beginning, everybody was streaming and doing these Facebook Live concerts. they're starting to open up theaters for like really high-end acts, but for the local guys, we're still probably gonna be doing patio sets, maybe outdoor venues as the spring comes on, but a lot of online shows still, I think. I mean, I hope.
Yeah,
maybe.
or limited smaller things, where venues are open for like 25% capacity right now, which, that's great if you're going to the Fillmore and they can hold thousands of people. You can still have a decent show there, but for all the little bars and all the local clubs and venues where, the local music scene thrives off of, you're gonna play for 10 people or whatever, however many people you can in the bar, and it's tough. I think we're gonna start opening back up, but I think it's gonna be another year before we get back to where we were.
That's what I said to myself. I think like next summer, but what's that, summer 2022?
Yeah, we'll be back up. Yeah. We'll be back up full steam, I think, but it's gonna take some time.
Have another rough year.
Yeah. So how long have you had Goodkat Productions? So how long have you been in business?
We started, I guess it was summer 2018, right after I graduated PPP. We did a recording project with a band that was going there, Throw Me Five, and that kicked us off. So
we officially started August 1st, 2019.
That's when we went live with all the Facebook and everything.
Yeah, I looked at everything. Yeah,
about a year and a half now, I guess, official with Goodkat. Yeah.
Right. What do I ask? What artists or bands have you worked with, and what artists, bands, or companies are you working with now?
Who have we worked with here? This is where I got to pick up my cheat sheet.
I got a whole list of questions. I'm trying to ask all the good questions, because I know there's a lot of Instagram vlogs going on, and I'm thinking of the things that they normally would not ask, that are important, that people would not think of.
Yeah, for sure. So we work with a bunch of people. Throw Me Five, I mentioned them. That's like a rock band. Kid Marley, she's a hip hop artist. That was a really cool track. Peter Horst, he's doing a piano and singing. Peter Danzig, the other Peter, also singing and piano, but a different, more of a kind of musical theater vibe almost. It's a very descriptive and emotional song. Dracula's Miniskirt.
Glam rock kind of stuff.
Glam rock, yeah.
Oh, maybe you heard of Shayrenee. She's pretty cool. You gotta check out her stuff.
Yeah, Cheryl, you guys worked with me, but I was that was in 2019?
Yeah. That was.
It's you think about that time, and you remember that time before COVID allowed, time far, far away in the era before COVID.
It feels so far away.
Where you can spend time in the studio with somebody working and not worry about.
Valentina Sounds and Lemon Shark. Lemon Shark's a really cool band. That's what personally one of my favorite. It's just right up my alley music wise. It's indie rock, and it's fun and high energy stuff.
High energy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I was able to see the performance with I think you said her name is Valentina Sounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I remember you were singing backup, Mara.
Yeah.
I remember
Johnny
that.
Brenda's.
Yeah.
At Johnny Brenda's, yeah. I remember that. And you also used to give piano lessons and stuff.
Yep, I'm still actually doing that. I'm teaching online.
Online, okay.
Yeah, so if I actually have one student now who's he's an adult, and he's trying to put a band together. He's a I don't know, jazz soul kind of a guy. So trying to help him get to that level with improvisation and stuff. So.
Oh, okay. That's good. So you were talking about the different bands, you said one was indie rock, one was rock, one was a rap artist.
Yeah.
Like that. Cool.
Yeah, we've done a decent range of things right now, which is great. But yeah, I'm always looking to work with everybody and try some new things and push my boundaries. One really cool artist we're working with right now. I'm in the middle of this project with. Do you know Robbie from CCP? Did you know Robbie? I don't know.
Robbie.
I don't know if you
I'm
had
not
some
sure.
classes with him. He was there around the same time you were.
What type of music does he make?
He's into like some like old school funk stuff. But the artist we're working with is named Bobby Newton. Bobby Newton. He had this song "Do the Whip" back in the day. Do the whip.
Okay,
There's
so
like this dance with it and everything. It's the whole thing.
I'm gonna have to
But
look that.
he's he's an incredible singer. He's got such a great vocal range and a talent. But he made all these songs and worked with these great producers, but he never quite broke it really big.
Yeah.
So Robbie found this guy and he's putting together like kind of compiling all his hits and trying to re-release them. And so we're remastering and we're recording some new songs too. So we've got 4 songs recorded already. We're going to do 3 more, I think next month, and I'm just getting them finished up. Oh man, it's so much fun. It's great music. It's kind of like James Brown, some of it.
Oh,
Some of
okay.
it's more bluesy. Some of it's this one song, yeah, kind of jazzy. Reminds me of New Orleans. It's some really good music. I can't wait to share it with everybody. It's gonna be great. Bobby Newton, look him up. Look him up.
So you're working with Bobby Newton,
Mm-hmm.
who's like, he's pretty much, you said, like, he's kind of like legendary then.
He
like
is. He's been around forever.
He's put a lot of time in the game.
The man is 88 years old, and he
wow.
can still sing like nobody's business.
He plays the sax too.
Yeah, he plays the sax. He's an incredible musician. He really is.
Hey,
He yodels.
And he's doing it all.
we didn't record him doing yodeling, but there's this one video on YouTube. If you look up Bobby Newton yodeling, you'll see him.
Wow. And you also said you're working with someone else. You said you're working with a guy named Robbie, who's a singer.
Robbie.
He's a singer.
He's like another producer. He's producing this project, and like hired me up as the engineer. Yeah, so he's the producer and kind of overseeing that whole project and managing that. And then he brought me on to help with the recording and everything and mixing and all that jazz. So, yeah.
That's awesome. That's good. If you had a shot at working with anybody in the mainstream, artist, company, brand, or label, who would you work with? Or, like, who would you work with?
It's hard to say, right?
That's a tough one. Well,
okay. I know me with the critical questions.
Being real easy about it, I guess the one artist I would love to work with is Josh Homme. He's the guitarist, lead singer for Queens of the Stone Age. You also might know him from Them Crooked Vultures or Desert Sessions.
You said he was in Velvet Revolver?
No, Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of the Stone Age. Okay.
Them Crooked Vultures. Yeah,
okay.
He's the guy that inspired me to become a musician. I heard him in one of his interviews saying something like, he had these he had these noises in his head, these sounds, and he had to get them out somehow. And I was like, I have noises in my head too. I guess I should try to get them out, with some music. But yeah, that's one person I'd like to work with. What about you?
Probably Kimbra.
Oh yeah, Kimbra.
Kimbra.
She sang on Gotye's that song.
Someone that I used to know.
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody I used to know.
Yeah, she's an incredible producer. She does all types of stuff with her vocal range, using her vocals as a texture.
Yeah.
She doesn't need help from anybody, but she's just incredible.
It would be amazing to be in the studio with her and to just learn from them.
Antibalas.
Oh yeah, Antibalas. Oh man, this is another. I was supposed to go to this show for my birthday, back in COVID last April.
2020.
For this band Antibalas. They're kind of like an Afrobeat band, like Fela Kuti kind of style, but like they're a great band. I would love to get them in the studio.
9 people or something, right?
Yeah, about 9 to 11, depending on how many they're recording with. But that's just a huge band. Yeah, I want to work with everybody. I want I want to work with these Philly musicians. You know, I'm sad. I was looking forward to going out to shows and finding some new artists to work with, but
Yeah.
you know, we'll get
COVID
there.
killed a
We'll get
lot of
there next year.
opportunity. Yeah. Yeah, COVID killed. I can just like imagine when like everything is done and everyone like or who's getting the vaccine or when it's getting to a certain point and like and everything. I can just imagine like if everything is like finished with by if like next summer is opened up, I can imagine how much stuff is going to be going on.
Yeah, yeah. I know everybody's ready to get back out there. You know, once it's safe, once we get the green flag, you know,
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah. They will be.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm trying to see what other questions did I have. I didn't know if you had any questions for me because I feel like I answered a lot of questions. I asked a lot of questions. Good ones, but yeah.
Yeah.
What's next for you? What are you thinking about as far as music? What's your next?
So far for me, I it took me to go to school and to graduate and to sing like you said to sing and stuff like that to find out how much of the behind the scenes things was important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm like really looking at a lot of music business stuff. I still want to like record. I still want to record some songs and stuff. But I don't find myself like I know some people that write a lot. Like I don't write. I write sometimes, but I don't write as much. So I really want to um have a small. What can I say? I want to write some songs and stuff like that, but I don't know if I want to write a whole lot of songs. I'm interested in trying to make something that is kind of like different for artists, but I don't know exactly what is going to be. Like,
That's
um,
cool. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure you'll find it. Actually, I was saying
yeah.
you want to record some songs. We were listening to some of our old songs and we were listening back and we're like, man, Shay would just kill this song. She would kill it. We gotta get her in the studio, get her to sing this one for us. Oh man, so we gotta see. You know, we're doing like real limited recording here at our home studio. You know, because it is in our home. So
Yeah,
we're being real COVID precautious, but like we're doing some limited. It's a thing.
doing
It's a
some
word.
limited recording, huh?
But yeah,
Yeah.
one of these days when you got some time, we gotta get you to sing this song for us. It'd be great.
Yeah. You know, I'd love to do that because like COVID has like really made everybody like it's put like such the brakes on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you just like looking like it just like killed your mood and everything.
Uh-huh. I know it's starting to get a little better, you know.
Yeah.
People are getting impatient, but it's getting there.
We're starting to see the
Yeah.
light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's
Yeah.
definitely
We're
coming.
like in the middle of it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's really cool that you're doing this, and if you find you love that business stuff, I mean, keep going with it. You know, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like every time I might look at like I look at a lot of other people's interviews and I look at a lot of people that like have made it and stuff like that. And I find a lot of like loopholes of like people that are giving advice that's not like how the advice should have been like that it's more stuff behind
Hmm.
what happened, especially like with people's management.
Hmm.
Um or artists' management. So I'm glad that they have like they have people like you and me and other people that have seen it from like both sides and can make a business that has like more integrity with it
Mm-hmm.
and more care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So we need world.
so our next guest is late. So I'm just gonna ask you guys a couple more questions.
All
Sure.
right.
Um, I think I asked all those questions. Um, I want to ask one. Is there anywhere that you are currently working now that you would like to talk about or
I got one other kind of weird project that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
Some friends of ours are doing a podcast. It's like a podcast based on this kind of like D&D Dungeons and Dragons story about like a band. So
Oh.
it's a real interesting thing, this story they're kind of coming up with. But so I met with all these different people who are going to be performing on it, and had them help them set up their home studio, and they're going to be recording some songs. So my buddy, we're scheduling a session right now to come in and record the drums for this. And they just recorded their first episode, so I'm trying to like hear that and see what it's all about. But it's been really cool because I've been like, you know, instead of them just coming to the studio and recording, you know, it wasn't like that. But we worked with it, and I've still been involved in the process, helping them get things set up. And I was in the room for one of their test runs, and it's a cool project. And you know, it's a neat way for them really trying to like keep productive and keep doing something, you know, making it work with their home recording productions. Yeah.
So that's a podcast. It's not like a vlogcast, right? So that's just audio, right?
Yep. Yeah. It'll just be audio. But it's going to be quite an experience. I can't wait to see them, how they put it all together, you know.
How they put it all together. Cool.
Yeah.
Trying to get.
I wanted to ask, like, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry, Mara.
No, I was just saying, trying to get into the podcast game, you know.
Yeah.
It's one other avenue. A lot of people have been starting podcasts, especially over the pandemic, and it's very...
A lot of them could use a little help with their audio setup.
Yeah.
A lot of the audience, right?
Yeah.
Right, Mike.
I'll be listening to a lot of quality of different people's stuff, and it's just like, yeah. I'll be thinking the same thing. I don't be criticizing them, but I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You start to notice it because now everybody's online, so their ears are getting more tuned to, well, this sounds kind of rugged, you know, versus what sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, another artist we've been working with is Valentina Sounds. You know, we talked a little bit about her. We've done a couple of different things. Mara used to sing with her when she was playing out live. We recorded her submission for the Philadelphia Folk Fest this past year. She did a 20-minute set with a videographer, and then I was doing the audio. I gotta see where is that?
That's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube? Okay, we gotta repost that.
You know what? I'm not positive it's on YouTube.
We're gonna see if we can track that down for you. But she just recorded a new album at Retro City Records, I believe, but I've been doing the mastering for her. So I've been, you know, I got my hands in this project a little bit too, and it's really cool. She's, from her first album to this is her second album, it's really cool to hear how things have kind of gelled, and she's sort of solidified, and like she's really coming into her own spotlight here. It's really cool stuff. So the first song was,
oh yeah, here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Well, hit me baby one more time.
Yeah, so you can find the video on her Valentina Sounds YouTube channel. But the first song, Irresistible. And then the second song, which will be coming out soon, don't tell anybody, but it'll be coming out on Spotify soon, is called Sad Song. Which is nice. It's I just want to sing a sad song. It's really just like that mood that we've all been in this with COVID. It really spoke to me, and I think it's going to speak to a lot of people. So keep your eyes open for Sad Song by Valentina Sounds, coming out on Spotify in, I think, the next week or two. Hopefully she doesn't hear this and yell at me for leaking her song.
So I did want to ask a couple questions about like a question about, not to take off from like the session. I'm not trying to go into like a session like you were saying that is available from Treehouse Studios, but a little bit about digital distribution. The question I wanted to ask about this is that I noticed when I normally ask people, where can people find your music at? There's normally only 5 digital distribution platforms that everyone associates with: Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, and that's all I think about.
Yeah,
I know, like there's Deezer, Pandora, and all those, but
It's really, yeah, Apple Music and Spotify. Those are the big ones, right? You know, if
That's
you're on there, that's what most everybody has. So, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What was
Do
your
you
question?
understand? You get what I'm saying, right?
Hmm.
Isn't there like so many more platforms?
There are. I mean, there's a ton, and everybody's coming up with new ones, trying to be like the next big thing.
Yeah.
You know, Deezer wasn't anything like 5, 6 years ago, and now they're up there. Where you think about
Oh, okay.
like Amazon. Um, Remember when Amazon was a bookstore? Like
Yeah,
now it's
yeah.
everything. They got their streaming service, they've got music, they've got everything. So it's interesting to see how things are kind of combining, and all these big companies are making themselves bigger by taking on, these different
They
streaming
buy up
things.
all these small companies too, and then say, "Look, we're indie, but it's owned by Amazon."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of
Um,
But
can you also you can put your music on Amazon, right? And these are in Spotify and Tidal and iTunes.
mhm.
Can you put your music on Pandora? Is that one of the streaming platforms or no?
I believe so. Yeah, I think
I'm looking it up right now.
look for Lemon Shark. What we're just gonna look up Lemon Shark's thing real quick because they
Mhm.
Oh
yeah, they're on
an
here.
artist.
They so they did their distribution, I believe, through CD Baby,
Mhm.
which used to be where you went to make CDs, but now they're doing the online distribution for self-distributing artists.
Yeah.
So I think I've heard a lot of people that I'm working with are using CD Baby for their distribution, and it seems
Mhm.
to get them everywhere they want to be. All the
Yeah.
major streaming platforms, and probably the ones that are going to be coming up, or the new ones that I don't even know about yet.
And they're a smaller company based in Jersey, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's almost like it's not like one of the big guys, but
Yeah,
they do a really good job.
Yeah, it's really all inclusive. And I remember back in the day, we actually had them print CDs for us, and we drove over to New Jersey and picked up our box of
Oh, that's where they're
CDs.
located at. CD
Yeah,
Babies
yeah.
in New Jersey. Is that South Jersey or North Jersey?
South Jersey, right over the bridge. It's like half
It was
an
pretty
hour.
close.
It's
Yeah.
real close. Yeah.
Oh, they're
Very
still there?
nice.
Uh-huh.
I assume so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I noticed like you have to be like when you put your music out, you have to be like a techie and you have to do the music at the same time because I'm just like it's a link tree here, it's a link there, put your music here, do this, do that, and
It's a lot.
yeah, like you're saying before, you got to be a jack of all trades. You got to know a little bit of everything.
yeah,
It's
like for
exhausting.
it is now that like the computer is or the internet and the computer is offering um so much stuff. It's like, everybody's like, hey, you can go put your own stuff up there. And then it's like you looking up there for hours and like, would you help anyone that wanted help doing that?
Help doing what?
Could you, like, let's say someone doesn't really know how to set up like their digital distribution and stuff like that. That can be like a service that someone can hire you for.
It's not something I've done up until this point.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I'm not sure.
That's like record label stuff. Like that's
Yeah.
the difference between.
Oh,
We were
okay.
thinking about this too. That's the difference between like the recording side and then like the business distribution record label side. Record labels they handle all that business stuff. They pay for the engineer and they pay for all of the stuff to be made.
For advertising and for the distribution primarily. So I'm actually
stuff.
I'm taking this music business class right now, and I'm like, I don't think I want to be a record label. I think I just want to be. I want to be the recording studio. I want to be where people come to make their music, and that's what my lane is. That's the lane I want to be in.
But like advice on it, sure, totally. We will.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit me up. We can talk about it. I'll give you any advice I can.
But we're certainly not experts.
And
everything changes all the time too.
No,
like
we're all learning.
Yeah. So, how do you like the music business course? Has it been informational to you, or as it has been?
It has, yeah. I'm taking the Muse 280 at CCP right now with Paul again, which is great. And it's really been diving into record contracts and kind of like dissecting it and kind of understanding what all that crazy legal jargon is, you know, to be able to understand it. So that's been really useful. And then getting a better idea for what does a label do, what does a producer do, you know, what are these roles, how are they defined, and that. So it's been good. It's been a lot of information for me. But like I said, it's made me realize I don't want to be a label. I don't want to do all that. I just want to, you know, record people, help them make their music.
Right. So let me ask you another question before I let you guys go. Oh yeah, I just wanted to ask you where everybody could find your stuff at again, so we can just like reiterate where everyone can find your stuff at and what they should look at and stuff like that.
Sure. So if you look up Goodkat with a K, Goodkat Productions.
Like this.
Yeah, just like our name here.
Goodkat Productions on Instagram, Facebook. If you're having trouble finding, you shouldn't have trouble finding us, but if you are, throw Philly in there. Goodkat Productions Philly. That should get you but our website's Treehouse Studios, tree-house-studios up in the comments there. That links us to everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got it in there. Goodkat Productions, that's the one. Yeah, that's our handle for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and SoundCloud. And then yeah, you got the website tree-house-studios.com. You know, that'll link you to everything.
Sure. Okay. So thank you guys. I think I asked enough good questions, and I think you guys like asking me some great questions. And I wanted to thank you guys and thank the viewers. Thank everyone for tuning in. And I want to thank you guys for coming in and, you know, sharing everything with us and coming on and, you know, taking out time out of your schedule and stuff for doing this.
Oh,
Thank
absolutely.
you for having us and asking.
Yeah, thanks for putting this together and helping everybody, and you know, put a spotlight on us indie people. And
yeah,
you know, it was just great to talk to you and see you. I hope we get to see you soon and maybe record a
song. Yeah, me too.
It was. That would be great.
Yeah, I hope we would be able to work and stuff again because it was some good chemistry. It was some good magic happening in there.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.